Hey, how are you? It's DJ Shark Hitter, and I'm live here today. It's been a while since I've gone live. Uh, I'm using free StreamYard, so hopefully I'll have enough time to do some streaming, and hopefully some of you folks will come in and come into the chat, and we'll talk. Uh, So it's been a while because I've been taking care of things, taking care of my family. So that's that. That's why it's been a while since, you know, I've been on because I need to take care of things here at home, you know, and, need to spend time with my family. That's important. So I'm waiting for people to come in the chat, and hopefully more people will come in. I see we got more folks coming in. Hello. How's it going? Chat line. Anybody in the chats? Waiting for anybody to come in. So.
Well, and so if they're saying it, then you have to maybe pay attention to it, and also because it is state-run media, so they're not doing without the blessing of the higher ups who are saying you should do that. On NATO, this is what I would say. Every country, including our own, has domestic political issues at home that they have to deal with. What are they dealing with in Europe? Economies are flat, and they have an immigration problem, and they're far less. It's very
I'm contacting Jim Terry to let him know I'm live. I know that Jim Terry's robotext is out, so that's why I'm waiting to see if more folks come into the show. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm gonna let Johnny know too. So I'm watching the news, hanging out with my dogs right now. I don't even know if he'll read this. He might be able to read it. He could have read it and just no response. So he could be on the phone too. And I think what we're seeing is a lot of fluff in that narrative. But when you just smooth away the feathers, you see in these checking with Johnny Yarbrough right now. That things are proceeding as either hoped or planned for, both of which benefit the American people. So to that end, I think the inheritance that a lot of citizens accept, and clearly the Democrat Party, well, it's quiet right now. Well, the volcano is latent. Well, they don't have the nuclear arms. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that have changed in YouTube, and I'm really, that's the other reason I haven't gone on, because, the changing and things that go on, sometimes it's tough, because I like people and people like people. I like Johnny. I like his show. Johnny's got a good show. I'm letting him know. I'm asking him how's it going. Letting them know I'm live.
It's not about accepting a narrative of someone running for office right now. It's accepting the concept that this is our home and our readiness and our ability to protect it is what's important.
Excellent. I think I'm going to phrase here said that the previous leaders kicked the can down the road.
Well, it takes a long time to deliver.
Thank you. So Jessica, President Trump claims he talked to a former president who said that he wished he had done what Trump did. Do you have any insight into who he
Chief, what is this about? The school sends you things, and that's, what I'm looking at. The school sends you text, and, I don't care what they send, really. I don't care what they send. Let me see something. Let me see something. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I want to check. So I could have somebody come on, and I always want to make sure that I still have some of the advantages that you would with the full paying StreamYard. It's expensive. StreamYard's such an expensive tool to have to stream, but it is nice to have. So, and that's what I'm hoping to do. Also, it's just that if you don't come on a lot, if I make it a little bit more often, maybe it would be worth it. And StreamYard is very expensive, but people like to use it. I mean, I like to use StreamYard. I know there's other programs out there, but that doesn't mean I like them. And I've tried. There was one I tried, and I didn't like it. And I didn't like how you brought up the guest and everything on it. So I found StreamYard a little bit more easier to work with. And that's why I prefer StreamYard over that other one that I used. So I know that there's not much to talk about until I get something to talk about. Oh, I had to go to the dentist. Went yesterday. So work's not bad that I'm having done. The insurance covered a deductible on it through my wife. Yeah. Going to Aspen Dental. I like that, So I'll be going in Monday for the work, and then I'll be done. That's it. Aspen Dental. I've been seeing their commercial a lot, and we have one where we live, so that's why I decided to go and finally get the work done I needed. It's not much. So my wife has a lot of work that she has to be done. She's got to have something done. So That's that. With that. And my son, of course, he's a big, he's sleeping around right now. He's not up. So, and just trying to maintain him and try to tell him, you know, how life is, and telling him that life is not what he's thinking it is, that it's some uh dream, that he's got to come to reality. That's what I tell my son, that he's got to come in contact with reality and not fantasy. And he's always up on his computer, and that really hasn't changed. I've spoken about that much in conversation before on streaming shows. And let me see if anybody contacted me back. Let's see. Checking to see. I texted them guys. I mean, they could be sleeping, man. They could be sleeping. I'm not sure. They could be watching too. Could be watching. Texas Granny usually comes on, and Barbara Buffalo. They usually do come in around, if I stay on long enough. I'm sure, more folks would come in. I only been on for 12 minutes, but how much can you cover? I mean, I could cover things that are going on in the news, like this Iran war, or this thing going on in the United States, and that's the same stuff that's being covered on the news. If you wanted to talk about it, you could turn it on the television. So I don't want to make my conversation all about that type of news. I don't want to, there's things that I like history. I mean, I remember, when I was young, going to the New Windsor Cantonment, which was up in upstate New York, where I grew up, and George Washington headquarters, which was upstate New York, and West Point. Those are places that I seen. And there she is, Texas Granny. Hello, how you doing? I knew you would be here. I did let Jim know that I was here. I'm glad to see Texas Granny is here. And but yeah, as I was mentioning, I've seen, that's where I grew up, near West Point and all those areas, and those areas were beautiful areas where I grew up. All right, Texas Granny, you're going to tell Mr. X? That's cool. Thank you. I texted Jim, but I don't know if he got the message. But New Windsor Cantonment was interesting. There was cannons there. They had like soldiers' forts there. And thank you, Miss Texas Granny. So it was really a beautiful place. Thank you, Texas Granny. So everybody's been asking me to come on first show, and those of you that were here in the beginning probably heard uh, that it has been a while. But when you got things to do in life, you got things to do, and that's what it is, you know. But like I was talking about, I grew up upstate New York, and there was great things that, you know, history was the New Windsor Cantonment, West Point. Uh, there was the Knox headquarters, which was an old house where Knox was. You could look these things up online too. You know, I'm not going to look it up online and bring it up, but if you have time, you can look it up. You can run a Google search for, you know, New Windsor Cantonment and Knox headquarters and, you know, New Windsor Cantonment, all those places. When I was growing up, it was in the 80s, so a lot of things were really cool back then, you know. We always had things to do, and those were some of the things that I would do. You know, I was interested in the history parts of it because that was one thing I really liked in school was history. So I still like history now, the things behind it and what caused the problem. Even now, what I remember when the Iran released all those people, and they came in Stewart Airport, and they brought them to West Point. I remember that, you know. The captives that Iran had back in, I think it was 79, and they were released. I would have been 9 years old when that happened. And they got brought into the Stewart International Airport. I remember. It was on the news and everything. There's probably news crap about it out there. I'm not going to go I'm not going to speak perfect on everything that I talk about. So I said news crap instead of like news media or archives, news archives. There's probably news archives out there that I got something. Let me see. I mean, that's how far to the right Democrats have come on this issue. You can go down a list of issues. The border is another place. I guess apparently that is the fiscal responsibility. If you was that Poster Star that said that? Save America. Oh, thank you very much. And it's because he's a populist, and that lightens itself to what people call common sense. And maybe those people aren't constitutional scholars. Wow, that's great. Thank you, Texas Granny, for the cash app. So anyway, that was one of the things that was exciting growing up. The other thing I used to like when I was growing up was roller skating. Believe it or not, roller skating was interesting. I loved roller skating. I loved music. So that was fun, you know. That was a fun thing to do. And I don't know how many people like roller skating. Hey, Adele, how are you? Hi, hi. But I did like roller skating growing up. I would hate to see me roller skate now. I'd probably end up on the ground. Hi, Barbara Buffalo. I would end up on the ground if I was roller skating now. I'm telling you that. It's just I weigh more than I used to, and I can't believe it. Uh, I got to get back in shape. I do. I got to get back in shape. I can't. That's why I can't wait for summer to get here, so I could get outside and start doing things, and start getting fresh air and start getting things in place. You know, with my life here, because things ain't easy when you're trying to get things and you're getting older. You don't work the same way you used to. I don't work the same way I used to. My wife used to ask me to do something, I'd jump on it and do it, but now it's not like that anymore. I just can't do everything like I used to, because things are not like they used to be. And your health, you got to watch your health. I have my blood pressure. I got high blood pressure. That's gone off the charts lately. I'm on blood pressure pills. So there's things that I have to take care of. So I feel like I'm disappointing her sometimes, uh, when I say I can't do it. I can't do it. And she looks at me like I'm telling her like I don't want to do it, but that's not the case. Uh, Things are different like than they used to be. So I hope I'm not boring everybody. I hope that I'm making sense.
Because it's fun. Because you act like somehow that
I hope everybody's with me. I'm waiting for see. I'm waiting for something to come in. Hold on. Oh, Jim's coming. Jim just texted me. Uh, Jim said that he's coming over. He said that he's. I don't know if he texted everyone else. Uh, yeah. So I'm just trying to come up with something to conversation about that things. Like I put down all the flooring in this house, and I did doorings. I did, and these were done years. This is done years ago when I was in my 40s. So now I'm in my 50s, my middle 50s. I'm 55, so my back isn't what it used to be. Uh, I feel like I lost strength, but I did some work over weekend, and I did all right, but I just took it easy. Didn't do overextend, didn't overexert myself while doing the work. I think it was because I went outside and getting the fresh air helped instead of being stuck in the house all winter long. And being stuck in the house all winter long is no good for you either, you know. But the dogs keep me company. My old dogs. I love my dogs. They don't bother me. I know my son, he complains about the dog barking, but you know what? I'm glad my dog barks, He lets me know when people are here. I'm glad Gracie barks. She lets me know when people are here because I have two dogs I speak about daily. And why wouldn't I talk about my animals? They're like, they're more than pets. They're like children. Your pets. Your pets are like children. And that's why I like talking about them. Yeah, it's been a long winter, Adele. It's been too long. And then Michigan got hit pretty bad. They were shooting for 4 feet of snow in Michigan. That's what I believe. 4 feet of snow. I got to get something. Just hold on.
Your Florida line is calling, and we have the answer. Valencia in Florida by Gia Homes. 55 plus living in private prime Florida location.
I got to get a drink. That's what I'm doing.
Class resort style living. 24/7. Huge clubhouses on site. Valencia, your Florida line is calling. Experience more at Valencia, Florida.
And I turned the volume down on. Yeah, I texted Johnny too, but I didn't get a reply back. So you're probably right. Johnny's probably at his doctor's appointment. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday at the dentist. Everything's good. Just getting things straightened out. Hey, there he is. Hey, Bob, how you doing? There's Bob. Okay, I'll send you the link.
Hey,
Bob.
how are you?
All right, just figured I'd come on today to let everybody know that I'm okay.
Yeah, God, I never see you while I try to hide too, but yeah, it's good to see that you're still around. How's the little guy, Mark?
He's not so little,
No, I know.
He's all right. He's sleeping. He stays up on his computer. that was one of the things I was talking about. And just he's a grump. He's grumpy, you know. He's 17, you know, he's a teenager. He knows everything.
Yeah, I did too when I was 17.
Yeah.
I think we all
Yeah.
did it one time.
Yeah. I was just talking about when remember when Iran had had our had the people and they sent them back and they sent them back when they were captive back in 1979. They released them back and they came back to Stewart International Airport.
Oh yes. Now
Yeah,
Now
I was
that you
talking
said that.
about that,
Okay.
you know, and how they came back, you know, because that's where I'm from. I'm from up there.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was talking about the history of that, you know.
Are you have you gone back to school or are you still on your sabbatical?
No, I'm back. That's one of the things, you know, I'm back. So I have to do that.
Yeah. Too late for me for school. I don't have the patience.
I'm starting to think it might be too late for me too.
Uh,
And I'm not, you know, I'm not wrong for thinking that. It's just my age and stuff, you know.
oh yeah. I mean, well, me, I get lazier and lazier every goddamn day, but I mean, they make things so easy today to buy stuff and get groceries. I mean, you don't even have to leave the house.
Yeah,
Even my lottery tickets, I buy them online.
really.
Oh yeah, yep. And am I in the back chat? No, I'm right here, Adele. Where are you? Me too, Bob. Yeah, Barbara. I see Barbara here. Granny. No Jim Terry though, huh?
No, he said he was coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a text telling me that you were here, so I said, "Well, let me,
Yeah, Texas Granny.
Actually, I didn't want to stop doing what I was just doing, but I was actually playing. I just actually won $922 on
Really?
a slot machine. Yeah, but that's all right. I'll go back to it later. Yes, I play on MGM's site.
Yeah.
And, I was playing. Oh God, it's Let's Make a Deal. No, is that the one? Yeah, Let's Make a Deal.
Oh, okay.
$5 a poll, and I hit the one bonus, so totaled $922.09. I think it is.
Right.
I took a picture of it, but I have to upload it to my channel.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny is here.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good, I have a good channel, you know?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you, they're all good people, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few assholes out there, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. But I keep it clean. I don't mind when Jim comes up. I like it. I don't mind, you know. I laugh too at him, you know.
Of course. I mean, I don't agree everything that he does. I mean, but overall, what the hell? I mean,
Yeah. He does come up with some good ones.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. He had a good show earlier there on his OTT platform.
Yeah. He did.
Oh my God, Idaho Farmer, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Idaho, how are you? That's good.
I mean, Jim does some fucking funny shit though, especially what he did to that
Hey,
lady,
Johnny.
that lady out there in Pahrump today.
Yeah.
I mean, he I don't know how he finds these idiots. I mean, God, And I mean, to watch her the other day on his OTT taking her clothes off. Oh my God.
Oh,
And she made $90 or $74. I mean, shit,
yep.
I think that guy Levi, I think, made more than her.
Yeah. Shrivel man.
Oh my God, I'll tell you. And what's her name? Janelle. She's just trash.
That's horrible too.
Well, I guess she's been kicked out of every place in Las Vegas, almost every homeless shelter. And so now I guess she's trying out Arizona or wherever the fuck she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a lost cause. They both, they all belong together.
Yeah.
And then these idiots, they get on here and they cry, and people feel sorry for them. And the next thing you know, everybody's handed them money. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Rainbow Melon might stop by, maybe.
Yeah, she said I was yelling at her. I wasn't yelling. I was venting at her before.
Yeah.
No, but I
Yeah.
like Rainbow Melon. I liked her friend Kathy and Axel.
Yeah.
But I don't miss the other ones, though. I really don't. I don't miss Watcher Crazy or
I don't even know half of them.
Watcher and then Twin Mama. I mean, I do miss my old YouTube, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
First one to admit it, but we did have some good times, good laughs, but I just lost my, I don't know. Like I say, I don't like to be, the older I get, I don't want to be made to have to do stuff that I really don't want to do. And I don't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And like I say, when you take money from people, like with a membership, you're like obligated, to do stuff. And I don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well, like I said, and again, I was very fortunate with my pension and Social Security. I live very well. So, I mean, I appreciate, the people that want to give me money, but I don't need it. I really don't. And I hope nobody gets upset when I tell them I don't want their money. I really don't.
yeah.
And I help people out if they call and say, Bob, can I borrow $20? Don't tell anybody. I don't do it no more.
Hmm.
If somebody wants to borrow $20 and they, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
No, they probably don't, Dell. I'm just saying that,
I don't know. I don't think anyone gets upset.
I don't want anybody to get insulted that I don't want their money. If I needed it, Bob, I'm not that nice. Yes, Texas Granny, I'm sure you really are, though. And I'm fed up with so many of these people. I mean, with this Leanne shit, enough's enough. Give it up.
Yeah. X's show was pretty good on Monday
Last
too.
night. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
And I understand what it's his show and run it the way you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the words that he used were, I didn't take offense to it. I just said, he was
Yeah.
probably in a bad mood. When you're in a bad mood, you do say shit.
Yeah.
I've done it many times. Tingle Blues.
Hey, Tingle Booze.
I think the number one person now is Johnny and PZ.
Yeah, they come on.
They're in charge now of all the shows. I don't miss any of them. I don't miss Danny or Betty or none of them assholes.
Yeah.
Well, I think he gets pissed at Jim. Yeah, he does get pissed at Jim.
What's that?
I'm reading Adele's comment in your room.
Oh,
We're talking about X. There you go. And again, Mark, look how much StreamYard charges now. I mean, they're outrageous.
that's what I was saying.
I
And if I was coming on more,
I looked
Yeah.
into it, and again, I'd rather spend my money playing my poker than on StreamYard because $120 a month is what they wanted from me.
yeah,
And I mean, no thanks. I don't need the aggravation. I enjoy when people invite me up on their panel. I like Angel Gotti. I still like Angel. I have nothing. I'll go back on her panel, but I like to sit in the bushes. I like to
Yeah.
watch what people have to say when they don't think
Yeah.
you're fucking around. And a lot of times I'm sitting right there and I'm reading shit like I'm saying, you fucking idiots.
yeah.
But whatever. Yeah. See, they just sold StreamYard. They just sold out to another company. And
Did they?
yeah. Yep.
Is that why the price went up?
Exactly right. Yep.
Well, it looks like I won't be buying it for a month. So
Well,
the monthly prescription went up to 120.
Well, because I had to buy like the extra storage and stuff.
Oh,
I said, I don't know.
the regular one's not that much.
No, you can still do the cheap one or the one that's free or whatever. But
I'm
yeah,
on the free one now.
well, now I see why a lot of people use the free one. Hey, Rainbow, there's Rainbow Melon.
Hey, Rainbow Melon.
And, what's happening? Nothing. We were talking about you. Were your ears ringing?
I was saying you'd probably come in.
The last thing we heard from her, she was on the way to the bank, forgot her card. They had to go
Yeah,
back.
that's true. That's true.
Marzi girl, I haven't heard from Marzi in a long time. I hope she's doing all right.
Yeah. There's Jim.
Oh,
How you doing, man?
Hanging in there. I didn't even know you were on. What's going on? I see you got Bob up here.
wait,
Yeah.
you didn't get the robocall?
No robocalls. I think we got another 24 to 48 hours. When you do those, you got to register. And then
Really?
they give you a number. Yeah, you don't just pop one of those on. When you go to a new company, it could take 2 to 6 days, maybe even over a week sometimes to get you okayed. Hello, Barbara Buffalo, Tingle Booze. Everybody's here. Some of you have been very dry. But Bob, a lot of people want to know if you're talking to Leanne behind the scenes.
I just hung up with her.
Right. I believe it.
Yeah.
So a lot of
I'm
interesting shit
I'm
going
trying to
on.
find the other video of Ron Tolley with his hair. God, I'm telling you, I saw him without a hat, and I'm telling you, he cut his hair or bleached his hair, and I can't
I
find
want to
it
see
now.
that shit.
I think Rainbow Melon wants the link.
What?
Okay.
I think she wants to come up on the panel and yell at me. She says, I got more questions for him. Well, go ahead. Go ahead to him.
Do I know what, Rainbow Melon? No, I don't know anything. I haven't been near the computer. Does Jim know what? Did I watch her last one shaking my head? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Hey,
don't know.
that was fucking funny what you did to that lady out there in Pahrump.
Oh, and then
What?
she called me like an hour later, wanted to read my tarot cards.
Oh my god. That was she answered all your questions like you were the fucking unemployment.
Well, what I do is I take a cup and I put the cup near my mouth and then I talk into an empty cup. So it's, hello.
I'm saying, did you apply for jobs? Oh yeah, I applied for 100 of them.
And then I said, how much did you get? She goes, $74.19. I go, yeah, anything over 55. I mean, $25.
I mean, really, she lives in a real shithole. Her even the yard, backyard, side yard. What a disgrace.
Rainbow Melon, I don't know what you're talking. Why is Rainbow Melon not up here? Rainbow Melon, I don't know what you're talking about. Shark Kidder put it in there. Shark Kidder, where the hell have you been?
School, taking care of my son, taking care of the house, doing
When
things
does
around
school
my
end?
house.
When does school end for you? You got to be done in about 30 days or so, right?
No, I just started. I just went back.
For this? Oh, okay. I thought you were on semesters.
No, but I wanted to come on because I did want to let everyone know that I'm fine.
Yeah, I got a lot of people asking me if you were like gone because I hadn't seen you in the chat for a while, but I'm not always in the chat. Yeah, people were thinking you were long gone.
No, I'm here. I even belong to the OTT.
Good. Well, here's the deal.
I'm
and
always in the OTT.
I've been dying to tell people this. So just got off the phone. That's why I was a little bit late with the New York Post.
Yeah.
Very interesting information and questions that they had for me about the last 16 months that I spent on Angel Gotti's YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you remember the XNN show last night, we showed the video of the New York Post and their podcast and their newspaper mentioning Angel Gotti's nephew about the kidney.
Yeah, well, I watched it on YouTube, and they were talking to Victoria was talking, where she was asking the judge to, delay the when he has to go to jail because he was giving her a kidney.
Right.
But
so I had a long conversation with the New York Post tonight.
and I'm sure you recorded it.
No, actually, this time I did not. They just had a lot of questions. How I knew Angel, the direction of that channel, how I came over there. Had I known about the kidney? Had I ever talked to Angel about the kidney off the air? I told you, my name's Jimmy Wires.
Uh-oh. Rainbow Melon's here.
What's going on, Rainbow? What'd you hear?
Well, Steffi is up. Okay, listen, Jim. After you got done with the show earlier, Stephanie did Steph did a little show, okay? And I
Yeah.
happened to be over. I saw Eric all in her chat trying to get
Eric
some
Voss?
trying to get some weird info from her. And she was
About
like,
what?
I don't know, just trying to be sly in there with his comments and what did they do to you? What did they say to you? Oh, stuff like that about the show. Just digging and trying to get in her good side or something.
Yeah.
And she was just complaining about how she felt like, I don't know. I guess she felt like she was just upset about everything. Like nobody cares or to that effect. That bullshit.
We don't give a shit about her. I
Yeah, I
don't.
was going to say, okay, so far she's right on.
And I told her to call you, Jim, and she called you.
Yeah, she wanted to read my tarot cards.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, Rainbow Melon, do I look like the kind of guy who has time for that?
No, why would she want to read that anyway? She doesn't even know anything about tarot cards.
You want to go to a tarot card, you got to find a gypsy lady from,
Right.
like there was an old lady right by me in the next town that had a business for 30 years. I went to her 3 times over Dylan's case, and I'll tell you, she really wasn't too far off. But
Really?
now she's gone. I maybe she might have passed away, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that sorcery bullshit.
Barbara Buffalo, she broke up with us? How does that work?
Yeah,
she
Barbara
always
knows.
She always calls us Jim and Terry. Yeah, she thinks Jim and Terry. She thinks Mr. X's name is Terry.
I can't believe you gave her $2.02.
I gave her a couple bucks today. When I saw him in the chat over there trying to talk to her, I sent her $2. Let her think that everybody doesn't. I don't want her thinking that nobody cares about her. I mean, nobody has that kind of feeling over here. I don't.
I have a cash app, I have a cash app.
Fumble Nuts was in the chat, or Eric Foss was in the
Eric Floss, the one that shits in the on the floors. Panel poison.
chat?
That
Jim
guy.
and Terry. Jim and Terry.
Yep.
That was a really good show out there at the end with her.
Yeah, we had to nail her.
But
The thing that's been coming through with the pranks is
Idaho Farmer.
Idaho Farmer. Yeah, he used to be all churchy and everything, and
Heard
He's
you,
here.
Jimmy. Yeah, I know he's here. Years ago, when we first met that fucker, he didn't say 2 words.
Nope.
Just
And
that he was friends with Dylan.
Right.
And other than that, he never spoke.
Right. Never said anything. And then he came on, and the first time we heard his voice, we thought he was like 75 years old. Turns out he was like 28.
Yeah, nice guy. I mean, I like him. I think he's just like Sea Org. I miss him. I think he was a great guy too.
You know what? I saw somebody came into Johnny's chat a while ago, and I thought it was Sea Org. Johnny mentioned him. This is probably about 3-4 months ago, but I remember him saying Sea Org or something. I wonder if that was him.
Well, I know Dale still talks to him, and they still go to Lincoln Canes.
Yeah.
I don't go there.
I see Crystal Ann goes there too. I get reports about that all the time. What do you mean, Road to Nowhere 99 Fumblenuts is trying to make a comeback? How? How's he making a comeback?
Oh, I think he likes to do his little rides to work and does a video and plays his music.
Yeah, but they suck.
Yeah, they do. Exactly right.
He has no talent. He needs to give it up.
And then he think, "Oh, I love all you people. Go fuck yourself."
If it wasn't for Jim and X, he wouldn't even be on.
You're exactly right.
You know, he had a channel years and years ago. He had a channel that was like 12 years old, and it was him and his kids in the backyard, like near a campfire.
Yeah, but nobody watched that shit.
It had 9 views in like 12 years.
Hey, you know what I just did? I was just doing. I just was going through Shot Lady's posts on her community page.
Yeah.
She's traveling. She's all over the place right now.
Where is she?
I think New Mexico, or you got to go every day. She posts where they're going. I don't know who she's traveling with.
Right.
I'll tell you what. When I spoke to her son's father-in-law and mother-in-law, boy, do they hate her.
Yeah.
I mean, hate her.
I liked her at the beginning because I
did too.
Yeah, I really did. I enjoyed going on her panel, and not that she let me talk. I mean, I used to sit there, with my finger up my ass because she would never shut the fuck up. And then
She got a little too hooked on the salty pan. She called me one time and she sent me all the stuff. She sold a bunch of people out, and she sent me a bunch of stuff. And I kind of was like, okay, you know what I mean? This lady's all right. And then I caught her like sending stuff to other people. And then when we thought we had that video of Dylan Rounds, and it was a grid video of a desert, and it looked like a kid laying down. Remember that?
No.
It was the sand, and in the sand, it looked like it was a kid laying down on his side. And somebody sent it to me, and they said, we don't want to go public with this, but will you put this out there? And we did, and she got off the show, and then we found out she was calling the fucking FBI agent.
Oh, yeah, she was good friends with Jeff, according to her, but I don't know how true that was. And that Jess girl, too. Crime Time with Jess, supposedly.
I emailed her about a week ago, never heard back from her. Her husband got hooked on heroin, like drained their bank accounts and was cheating on her with guys and stuff.
Yeah, well, she was an alcoholic. She was always drunk when she was on.
With guys? You said with guys?
Yeah. Yeah, and he was a construction worker, and I guess all their money was gone. He was lying about going to work, and he was going to these construction sites and selling off the tools and getting deposits and not doing the work and spending it all on meth. I think he did time in prison. I think he went to prison for like 6 months or a year or 2 years or something like that. And then he got out and she took him back. And but I think he was fucking around with dudes.
Wow.
So,
well, Shark, you're on. I'm surprised. What made you come on?
Oh, I figured I'd come on to let everybody know I'm alive.
Jim mentioned it earlier. That's probably why.
Road to Nowhere. Who did I out as gay? What are you talking about? Several people were.
I know. That's why I said gay. They were all gay.
I ain't gay.
No, the people that Jim was talking about.
Yeah.
That guy.
There's people that are gay and they hide being gay, and then there's people that should be gay and aren't. Rainbow Melon, you should be gay.
But why should I be gay?
I just think you'd be like a cool lesbian chick.
No, I like Dick, Jim. I'm sorry.
No,
I like
no,
Dick.
nobody believes
I
that.
like Dick.
Mm-mm.
You're going to be sorry you said that. Watch Your Crazy just clipped it. She'll be playing that comment. I like Dick. I like Dick.
No, I don't care. Fuck it. It's better to say I like
Think
puss.
so?
Oh, she's done it before. She's clipped her.
Ah,
When
Road
she-
to
Yeah.
nowhere. I
I've
was
been
not the
clipped.
one that first said Dylan Rounds was gay. I was the first one that found out about it and talked about it publicly. The first one that ever told me Dylan Rounds was gay was Ty Corbin. So it wasn't me. I just had a platform. I was able to go on shows. And then I heard it from several people around him. And then there was those two hookers that said it in the truck stop. And then it was the guy that was the real estate agent. And then it started being he was because he was hanging out with Kurt Wadsworth. So no, it wasn't like I was the only one and figured out he was gay. Everybody knew it. The only ones that really said no was his family.
And they knew it. And they fucking knew it.
And it turned out in the police reports later, yeah, they knew it.
He never had a
just-
girlfriend, right? We never saw a girlfriend.
He never had a girlfriend.
Yeah, wait a minute. Wait. I thought he went to a wedding with a girl or something.
No, the one that had a girlfriend and she came out a year and a half later was when Aiden Clune's mother had that memorial for him. And
Okay.
that fruity math teacher or whatever showed up and he was like, "Hi, I'm his math teacher." And he was like, and you were like, he was like a Robbie type dude.
Yeah, but
And
he's
then-
also the one that did the candlelight vigil for him.
Maybe that's the candlelight vigil. But in there was, we played it. We've got it on the first season. In one of the clips of the media covering the Aiden Clune case, it was the only one that covered his vigil. A girl comes up and goes, "I was his girlfriend." I was like, "Holy shit, he had a girlfriend." Well, I looked into it, and they went together. The last time they saw each other was when they were in third grade. So they put her in the media thing to make him look straight. But it was his girlfriend when they were in third grade. He hadn't seen her in fucking, 7 years no, he hadn't seen her in 15 years. You know what I mean?
So they were Mormon, right? They were really Mormon.
Who?
Dylan Round's family. Were they Mormon?
The grandparents are, but the family claims they're not. Like Dylan's father said, he didn't follow the religion like his father and mother. His father was adopted, and his sister, But-
Okay.
but they never claimed that they never follow that faith. But
Then why hide all? What's all the secrecy about? I don't get it.
well, but it's
We're in
just embarrassed.
2000s now.
Not Mormon. The grandparents were, yeah, but Dylan and his parents are far from it. That's from Idaho Farmer.
yeah.
No, you shouldn't have to hide to be gay anymore. I mean, everybody's out now, as far as I know.
Well, that's
I
a
don't
different
get it.
part of the country, and that's a totally different religion.
Well, they're out over here. They don't have a problem being gay over here.
And I think they were hiding it from the father and the grandfather more than anybody. I don't think it was like because he had friends that knew he was gay. There's no doubt. That's why nobody did interviews. And there wasn't one friend that said, "Listen, let me put it to you this way. If that same type of thing started up about me, it would only be about an hour before 20 people that knew me in my life or football would be like, no way. There's no fun. Like, let me give you the reasons I can tell you why he wasn't. You know what I mean? Not one person did that for him. Not one, except his mother. And his mother was the one that ended up selling him out anyway, in those interviews. So
They're still a disgrace because when he went missing, they did those interviews with Diesel guy saying this is the first time I've ever been here and we've never been here before. So go fuck yourselves. You guys, they lied so much to parents.
yeah, she knew what this was. And the most telling interview was the one with Justin that we did most recently. And it wasn't even an interview when he called me back. You know what I mean? That was the most. And he said, he finally broke down and just said, I mean, do you realize there was 8 to 12 hours of Dylan Rounds YouTube shit a night? Sometimes more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was insane.
Tyler Feller though, he was always he made good money.
A
He
lot.
made huge money, and he was. And the Dylan Rounds was only 1 day a week that he covered, maybe 2.
And then Salty took over.
Yeah, he only made the most he ever made in those court cases, $1,490 in 1 month.
Really?
I had shows where I made that. I had a birthday show where we had shows that we made that much just from Lincoln Kane.
Yeah.
Oh, Lincoln Kane, him and his wife, they donated what, $500, like 3,000 total in one night.
In one night, yeah, it was Australian money, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I was watching
I
that shit.
remember it was like Lincoln Kane coming in 500 Australian dollars. Lincoln Kane coming in again. Lincoln ain't coming in again. Lincoln Kane,
Hundreds,
$2,000 one show. Rainbow Melon, $1. Thank you.
And another $1. Thank you. And another $1.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that,
Then
Jim?
Rainbow Melon tried to bury him. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I
Yeah,
throw my
that-
dollars and you catch them.
and that before Toe Jam too. Toe Jam. For some reason he sent more money to Mr. X.
You know why? He liked his toes.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
I think Steve Olson sent more to X than he did to you.
Oh yeah. Because he would. Well, he sent Mr. X them fucking drones and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he was good to X.
Yeah.
Jim, I got a question for you. Have you
Sure.
heard from Charles Looney at all?
No, I have called him half a dozen times. Never once has he picked up, and never once has he called me back. The only reason, and the last call with him is actually on Watcher. I don't even have it. It's on Watcher of Crazy's channel.
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone with her when he calls and doesn't realize it's me, and then tells me about his wife. So no. The answer to your question is no. I've not heard from him.
Hey, Noodles.
Noodles.
No, I have not. And I've called him. I've got his number. Anybody else who wants to call him? The obituary was out there. We posted a little thing on the obituary. It was taken down. So no.
The best one was though on Wadsworth.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that, Bob. That was some fucked up shit. I wish you would have done that.
Oh, that was fucking.
What happened there? What went on there again? I forget. What happened? Kurt Wadsworth's mom died, and then what happened?
And then somebody put something about Ty Corbin getting a blowjob from her.
Yeah, I can't believe she's gone, because everybody's like, oh, I'm going to miss her smile at the bar and all this. And then somebody put, I can't believe she's gone. I'm going to miss all the blowjobs I used to get after hours. Ty Corbin. Signed, Ty Todd Corbin. God.
I think the best one was too when Ty Corbin thought I was actually laying in the gravesite of Dylan.
Fuck, yeah, I forgot
Oh,
about
yeah.
You know.
that. That's so disrespectful. What's Bob? Yeah, like Bob's going to be out there in flip-flops.
laying in the dirt. Get
Right,
down.
like- Fucking
Some people are too gullible, really. We had some
Yeah.
good laughs over it, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
And fucking Kurt Wadsworth, what? Hullabaloo? Holy shit!
What about
I haven't talked to her in a long time.
Where is she?
Is
in chat.
Hullabaloo is Crazy Brat's neighbor, right?
Yep, or something like that with Mike Haldo.
Mike Concho. There's Mike Concho. He's here
Ah,
too.
How you
Boy,
doing?
that robocall must have worked.
don't bring Dale, please.
Dale and Ward.
Bob misses him though.
I like Dale.
Have you ever heard his voice before? Ever? Was that phone call ever legit? That
I think
the phone call
Dale's
never
blocked.
happened? Huh?
He says he talked to me. I swear to God, I don't ever remember speaking to that man.
I
on
don't
the
either.
phone. And I sometimes I'm wrong, but I've spoken to a lot of people on the phone. Trust me, and I swear I do not remember him ever calling me. But I did when I had my channel and we were really into the Dylan Rounds case. I'm telling you, I got phone calls all the time from people.
I didn't block Mike.
Don't say my name, Bob. All right, I won't tell people who you are. Hullabaloo, how are you? Mike Concho. Hullabaloo
Mike's
says
not blocked.
Hullabaloo said she married Mike Concho.
Yeah, but she says I blocked him. I didn't block him.
I think that I think Hullabaloo or one of them is like lives down the street from Crazy Brat, and she is Mormon. So is Crazy Brat. I think
Can
that's the
somebody
connection.
unblock Mike?
I see.
Concho?
I don't know if they're blocked. I
No,
see them.
he's in the chat room talking.
Oh,
He's not blocked. I just saw
He always does that. He always says he's blocked and he's not.
Texas Granny did, he said, but
Oh.
Mike Concho has been trashing all of us, so she blocked him.
Goodbye,
Oh.
Mike. Have a nice day.
sorry.
No love lost, because you know you guys have done your maddest and your damnness at these other shows and be talking shit in chat.
I didn't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, it's all right. They do that. They like to go here and there and be little trolls. That's what they do.
So have you talked to Kathy and Axel?
No, I haven't talked to Kathy and Axel in a long time, in a while, probably in about a couple months.
Okay.
But I will
That
call
was
her. I'm gonna
one-
see how she's
That
doing,
was
huh?
one psychotic bitch.
Jim, don't talk about my friend like that.
You ain't talked to her in months. Come on.
Jim, I haven't talked to her probably about a month and a half.
She used to call me 6 o'clock in the morning. I go, Kathy, 6 a.m. Oh, I know. I says, I'm just going to bed. I just woke up, she said.
She really liked you, Bob.
Oh, I know. I'm telling
She
you.
liked us too.
She used to call me at all hours.
And Jim and X. But Jim, you act like you never talked to Kathy.
Oh no, I talked to Kathy a lot. I liked Kathy.
Why?
Yeah,
Why'd you talk to her so much?
She's sending a lot of money,
And why, Jim?
and she had some huge titties.
Jim, who's the old lady from Florida that used to give you a lot of money? What was her name?
That's the lady that I think Watcher of Crazy went and visited. I can't think of her name right now.
Man,
That's-
you got into a big fight with Guidance over her.
Yeah, well, Hotspot was, I think, no, it wasn't Hotspot.
No,
well,
that's-
the one that the first one that we got into it with because of Guidance was the lady with the bad teeth that was on Johnny's show for a while from Australia.
Yeah, I know this lady was from Florida.
That
Yeah.
lady that was from Florida is the lady, and I forget her name. Watcher of Crazy ended up
Lucky
going
something?
What was it?
Lucky something? I can't remember.
Lady Luck. Lady
Yeah,
Luck.
there it goes.
And I think that's the lady. I might be getting them confused. That's the woman Watcher of Crazy went to her house in Sarasota and brought Arkansas, and Arkansas was dope sick and didn't have any money.
Oh, that's a different lady.
No. That's
Johnny
what-
knows who it is. That's the one Johnny went to their house and all that.
That's Crazy
Oh, that-
Wolf.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I just wanted to come up and say hi.
Well, what are you doing? When are you going to work? You don't ever work anymore.
And I love it. I love not working. It's kind of weird because I'm like sitting at home, like, this is so weird. I'm used to being at work.
You ever think about maybe getting a second job?
Jim, I've had 2 jobs before. I've worked 2 jobs before. I have 2 part-time jobs and worked them both at the same time. I've done that. I've worked all
Hey,
my whole
PZ.
life.
It's about time we went live.
Yeah, it is. All right, give me a second. I'm going to be right back. Stay up here, Rainbow Melon.
Oh, okay. Is that an order?
I tell you though, he
What's
did-
going on with you, Shark?
Well, I hope
Yeah?
he's not gone too long because I gotta go soon.
Oh shit! I don't hear anybody.
Rainbow, you hear me?
Hello?
Rainbow. Mark, I hear you.
Okay.
Well, if you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Because he says he'll
Yeah,
be
maybe-
right back.
Maybe Johnny and PZ will come on. Who knows?
because I got to leave at like 6:30.
Oh, well, you got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Barbie doll. Hula just proved goodbye.
So I don't know how long. I don't know how long Jim plans to be.
Well, you never know. Sometimes he says, I'll call you right back. You don't hear from him for 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to go. You got to go. Don't worry about it. Just, I'll drop down and
PZ's in the. No, that's all right, Bob. You don't have to drop down right yet.
all right.
PZ's in the chat. Hello, PZ.
96 degrees. Well, it's 37 here.
Yeah, it's cold here. The temp. It's up
Yeah.
up in the Northeast. My wife's in Manhattan and it's cold there.
Ooh.
Yeah, the wind. The wind.
Hell
the
yeah.
wind's
Between
cold.
them buildings, boy, it gets cold.
And today's what? Today's St. Patrick's Day. So
Yep.
there's a lot of people in Manhattan today.
Yeah.
Trains are probably going to be packed.
Yeah, with drunks later.
Yep. A lot of drunks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll eat pastrami. I just don't like corned beef.
Yeah.
My brother just called me. He said, "Oh, what are you having to eat?" I said, "Not what you're eating. I know it."
So you said you have pastrami?
I know. Not tonight. I'm not eating none of that shit. I got.
No.
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna have. Last night I had Chinese food, but
Oh.
what
Huh? You order out?
Yeah. There's a Chinese restaurant about a half a block away. So,
Oh, okay.
and I order it from them at least once a week. They got good food.
Oh, all right.
I love wonton soup.
Right. That's not bad. I have chicken chow mein a lot.
There's a buffet also not too far from me, a Chinese buffet, and Chris, I haven't been there in a long time, but their food's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Chinese places to eat.
Well, in my town, we got more goddamn bodegas.
Yeah.
Nothing against the Mexicans, but Jesus Christ, I mean, there's like 5 bodegas in our town. Japanese chow mein is the one. I never had that.
Never had it.
I used to, you know where I used to like to go? Mount Fuji. Ever go there?
Where?
Mount Fuji. It's a Japanese restaurant. It's where they cook
Yeah.
the food. They actually cook the food right in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
There's one on 17 and Suffering. I think it's
Yeah. Yep. I remember it.
Yep.
It's that building up on the mountain.
Well,
It's
that's
on the
it.
hill.
Exactly right. Yep.
Yep. You pass it on 17, you see it.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Yeah. Go yeah. Yep.
Dogs are barking.
Yeah, I hear them.
Probably barking at another dog. All right, all right.
I'm in the mood for some pasta, I think, today.
Yeah, we're gonna have pizza.
Ooh, I love onions on pizza.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have. Pizza tonight for dinner.
See, if I order a pizza, I mean, half of it, I can only eat like 3, and then you try and reheat it, it never tastes right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me in the mood for your pizza too.
Well, you can have one or the other. You
Yeah.
can order a slice.
Oh yeah, I can order a slice, but I like little the real small pizzas, like the bar pies. You ever remember getting them?
Oh yeah.
That's what I miss. Going there to this one bar and getting a bar pie. Shit,
They don't deliver those.
not that small. It's
Hmm.
not like they're all. Let them do that. Yeah, Domino's. Yeah, PC. You're right. Yeah, Barbara's hungry. Bob, put pizza in the oven to reheat. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's not bad. You can order from Domino's. They're not very big pizzas either.
No, they're not. You're right. They're not real big.
They have small size pizzas. How about Little Caesars? Have you seen them? You have any of those over by you?
No.
Oh,
I'm trying to think if what we have. Years ago we did, but the pan pizza. What the hell was that called? Shit, I can't think of the name. 8 toppings.
pan pizza?
Yeah, but Pizza Hut was it?
Oh,
Is that the name? Pizza Hut? Is that
there
right?
was Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pizza Hut's what we had in our town, and I'll tell
Yeah.
you, they had some business and they went out. I
Yeah.
couldn't-
There's none. Nothing exists anymore.
No, it's a shame.
Half the stuff is gone.
Years ago, Blimpies. I used to love Blimpies. They made good subs.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them exist anymore.
No. I remember they did. Then Subway exists still.
Yeah, we have Subway nearby. What
I
it
don't like
is now is
Subway.
that Jersey Mike's.
I like Jersey Mike's. I don't like Subway.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's, guys, they're all over here. I never
Yep.
had quiche either. My brother likes it, but I don't care for it.
Yeah. I like their Italian sub.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Mashed potatoes. Firehouse. We have one by us too. Firehouse. Down, not too far from me.
We just ordered from a regular pizza place, regular pizza joint.
Yeah, but I like them years ago when they used to put is it parsley on top of the pizza, the little green things.
Yeah.
Nobody does that anymore.
Nope.
That's how
A
you
lot of
make a
things
real
changed.
Italian. The real Italians, they put that parsley on top.
Yeah. A lot of things have changed.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it tastes bad too.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste as good as it used to when I was younger. So,
Well, it's 20 after. I'll
Yeah.
drop down because I know you want to take off.
okay.
Thanks for letting me up, and
All right. Thanks for coming up.
Oh, no problem. All right, everybody in the chat room. I like the sweet onions on my pizza.
Sweet onions. Those are good.
Yep. All right, Mark. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right.
There we have Bob. So Bob's leaving. So I'm just hanging out, waiting to see if Jim comes up. Maybe he'll say a few more things before he leaves. I don't know. But yeah, Bob went down. He was talking about pizza. So he's probably gonna have pizza tonight for dinner. I'm going to have pizza tonight. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. So that was a cool show. We had Jim here. Yeah, I got 8 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just hanging out, waiting to see if Jim pops on and seeing if anybody else is going to pop up for a few minutes before I take off. So my wife's going to be on her way home. That's why one reason I have to get ready. Yeah, I enjoyed coming on today. I'm glad that, I was able to let everyone know. No, pizza's being delivered. So, but I was glad to come up today because I wanted to let everyone know that I'm fine. I'll try to make it more I'll try to come on more often, and I just have to schedule my time a little better because my schoolwork is not as easy as I wish it would be. I still have schoolwork to finish tonight, so and of course I'm on the OTT, and I did want to that was another thing that was good tonight. I did remind Jim I'm on the OTT on the show because he doesn't know. He, like he said, he doesn't pay attention uh, to the chat all the time, so he doesn't see everyone in the chat. But I do go on Johnny's show once in a while. I've been on there, and of course, even Bob said sometimes he doesn't want to go on because he doesn't want to get stuck in the middle of something, I guess. But he comes up. It was nice to have Bob up here. It was nice to hear him on the show earlier. It was nice to talk to him. And it was nice to have the chat. The chat was nice. Everyone in the chat's nice. I don't know what happened earlier, but Texas Granny took care of it. And, that's why she, is there to make sure that, everything is protected from any type of, I don't know, so it doesn't get out of line. So I hope everyone enjoyed the show. And let me see. I got 5 more minutes. But the show is going to end soon. I might as well end it because I don't think Jim's going to be coming back up unless maybe I'll call him. But I don't think he's coming back up. I think he's not. He did say it, but I don't know. So that's the thing. Because he has said it before, but I don't have a lot of time. So I'll wait. I'll play it by ear. That's what I do. I'll play it by ear. We'll see if Jim comes on. I got a few minutes, and if I don't hear from him, then we'll call it a day, we'll call it a day, That's all. Maybe Johnny will have a show tonight. Maybe that would be good. Maybe Johnny will have a show tonight. I don't know. Maybe he'll go on for a few hours. And then we'll do back-to-back shows. We could do things like that. And I just want to let everyone know I'm using the free StreamYard to do my streaming. Until then, it's going to be free. The free StreamYard. Yeah. So if Johnny does a pop-up show, that's good too. Then, before his pop-up, I got to do homework, and then I'll come up and say hello on Johnny's show. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Is PZ still in the chat? Hey, Johnny. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
You doing?
You watching the show?
Yeah, I'm watching the show right now. Yeah.
All right. So I was just on. I was just wondering if you were doing a show tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do one.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
It's St. Patrick's Day, so yeah, I'm gonna get my St. Patrick's party on.
Okay.
Everybody get the green on. Everybody get the green on. Everybody get y'all's green on. I'm coming live and all. I'm coming live. Get your green on. Green underwear, green pantyhose. Get your green pantyhose. Get your green underwear on.
All right, there. Johnny's going on tonight. Yeah. So the thing was is.
All right, Mark. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye. Yes, Johnny's going live tonight. The other thing is, if you don't see me at Johnny's right away, it might be because I'm doing homework. And that's why you might not see me in the chat or anything, because I'm doing my homework. And when I'm doing that, I can't control what I'm doing. But I want to say thank you, everyone, for coming. And we'll talk soon. And take care.